Okay, and you're tracking the potential for flooding in our area.
Yeah, so we definitely want to keep an eye on things as we head into this weekend because we still have some very saturated soils out there in the hill country. And if we do see some very heavy rainfall rates out there, it's possible it could lead to another flash flooding situation. Now, it's very localized. This isn't going to happen for everyone. And it may not even happen for even people in the hill country.
But you got to be cautious,
Yes,
though.
exactly. So as we head into tonight, here's a look over Lake Travis, which is slowly but steadily, honestly, still rising. And it is right now, I believe, in the 70% markage for that fullness. I think it's at about 76% right now. All right, at the airport as well as Camp Mabry today, we got to 93 degrees, far from our record of 109 back in 2022. I know we haven't really liked having all this rainfall around, but it certainly has kept us cooler for the first couple weeks of July here. So for tomorrow, we will be seeing that return of scattered storms in our area. 92 degrees expected for that high temperature, maybe even a little bit lower than that for some areas who see that reoccurring rainfall for tomorrow. As for tonight, we have that flood watch in place as we shift into our Sunday. Here is a look across the map. I know it can look a little bit messy, but basically we saw some showers and storms, initialize across that boundary over towards the San Angelo region earlier on today. A lot of that moisture dips south, and a lot of that moisture is also moving off to the east. So while we don't really have too much activity going on here close to home in the Austin area, we do technically have a couple of flood advisories now extended into San Saba County due to this large storm out here that is continuing to shift off to the east. Now that could influence some of the rivers and lakes up towards that area and kind of send some more water here downstream, but we won't see the impacts of that for some time. Now looking across the satellite and radar, you can see we did have one larger storm up towards Bastrop County earlier on this afternoon, but most of us are dry for the current moment. We're mostly just watching the potential for some light rain in the hill country right now, and that larger storm is moving off to the east and north of our area. So for our Saturday, we do see our I-35 areas as well as western portions of the KVUE viewing region in a slight risk for flooding. And as we shift into tomorrow, we will also see that slight risk exist for Mason, portions of Llano, and portions of Gillespie County. And we go down to a marginal risk for areas of Austin. However, our flood watch does include those I-35 regions as well as the hill country as we head through 7 p.m. on Sunday. And much of that flood watch also extends north and south and even west of our area too. So make sure your friends and family are aware of the potential for flooding as we head into the rest of this weekend if they're out towards that San Angelo area. So for our 6 p.m. tonight, I will say this model is starting to catch up with what's really going on outside. As we head towards 8, 9 p.m., we should be seeing generally dry conditions, but there could be a couple of isolated storms that could have some heavy rainfall rates that we need to pay attention to closer to those late night hours. Now, overnight tonight, we'll see the resurgence of showers and thunderstorms well west of our area, but this could inch further towards our Texas hill country here as we head into early Sunday morning. There's a look at 10 a.m., even the possibility of scattered showers and thunderstorms by 10 a.m. on Sunday, and that continues as we head towards Sunday afternoon. This is 5 p.m. Again, that flood watch is going to expire at 7 p.m., so it's possible that some of these storms tomorrow could have some very heavy rainfall rates within them. Here's a look at the next 7 days. We're going to keep our weather impact alert around for our Sunday as we continue to see that flood watch continue until 7 p.m. on Sunday. And then we'll start to see some drier conditions as we head towards the middle of this next week. And hopefully by next weekend, we can get some sunshine in the mix. I know, Darnisha, you said that 99 looked kind of good to you.
Yeah, without the rain, I mean, we need a break. I know we've been begging for the rain, but now
it's been too much.
It's enough.
Yeah,
it's enough for now, at least. All right.